Hi there, I'm just wanting to try and do a little video, and I think I want to talk about mindfulness. Now, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is basically a conscious state, a meditation kind of state that comes from meditation itself, until basically there's no head-based thoughts anymore. Until everything's coming through the heart space, but it's like intuitive information you're getting infinitely, and there's no thoughts at all in your head, but it's absolute knowing about situation. That's what mindfulness is. It's just a absolute emptiness of your head-based thoughts, because the head just randomly comes up with things that it's basically seen. It's like a computer that's all over the place. It's basically just projecting things that you've seen or experienced and randomly doing it, you know. And but mindfulness is when that's becoming silenced, when it's becoming stilled and silenced, and everything is coming from within the heart space, because that is the portal to infinite knowledge, infinite information. And so that's mindfulness, but a lot of people can't explain it. A lot of people can't explain what it actually is. Psychologists even get involved, but they see this stuff gets handed down from people that have, been labelled as ascended masters. But people that haven't had that awakening yet, that big mind explosion, that big awakening, don't understand this stuff. They're basically repeating things but not understanding it. And this is also what the education system is all about. It's just about repeating but not understanding anything. They don't want you understanding anything. They don't want you a bunch of people that are actually intelligent. They want people that are conforming little sheep and that are just repeating things. But that's mindfulness. That's what it is. It's a state where you're just into nothingness. And it's just this infinite love feeling. And it's like, you know when this mindfulness state is really there, that you're in this state now where you're open to infinite knowledge, because you're not wanting anything. Also, proper mindfulness is what ascends you to infinite abundance. Infinite abundance is your natural state, a state of not wanting anything. Less you want, the more you attract. And when you're proper still, in this mindfulness, no thoughts state, you attract infinite abundance because you're not wanting anything anymore. The happy people don't want anything. The people that are all chasing things, they can't become abundance, because abundance is only achieved by not wanting anything. That's the law of abundance. And this happens to me all the time. I've noticed on this path, the less I've wanted, and it's like abundance is it's just infinite growth. It's not, people have this idea of abundance like it's money. It's infinite growth. Doesn't matter which way you go, you're always growing. But when you're focused to chase things, when you're set up in such a way that you're chasing things, you're not focusing on the growth. You're not open to growth then. So that's what infinite abundance really means. It just means infinite growth in infinite ways. But yeah, that's what mindfulness is. Now, when I started this video today, I do this a lot. Before I done the video, I had an idea, probably about 5 minutes before I did it, what I was going to say, but then I forgot it. I forget things all the time. It's just because it's because I do all this thinking of nothing meditation that I had from the age of 24 when I had the awakening. I was downloaded from my infinite self, you could say, think of nothing, think of nothing, think of nothing. And so I've been doing that ever since the awakening. And so 32 my birthday, 24 and I had the awakening, so a while. And so mindfulness is very easy for me to talk about, because that's what was achieved. Obviously, if you're thinking of nothing all the time, you're going to end up, the mind is going to be stilled. And this nothingness meditation is how I tap into all this information, you see. Because nothing is the infinite all. The nothing is the infinite all. And that's why I say that nothing really exists. Because if you start as nothing, then you're still nothing. You don't exist. If you have nothingness once, then it's nothingness now. The next question is, what is the nothingness? What is that nothing? That's the question I ask, and I think it's just an infinite awareness. You have to have an awareness to produce anything. It has to be aware of its infinite potential, so it means everything is conscious. And that's well, it is. It's just a different type of conscious. You might be conscious in your brain, but a different creature or plant or something just conscious in a different way. You know. And it's all one. It's everything is just one infinite field that condenses itself and forms itself in a simulation. A simulation is just like, you know, when you put electricity into your house or something. You can't live without it, so reality has to simulate itself. But if you look at everything, everything's connected. Everything's like a connected quantum continuum field. If you look around you, if you look at everything, like this seat I'm sitting on is connected to the floor. The floor's got carpets. It's all connected, like a computer. This is why I say, and this is why I think a lot of people are paranoid that they're getting watched all the time. That's because I believe there's cameras everywhere. Near-death experiencers, a lot of them say that when you die, you go to life review and everything's recorded. You get shown this video of your life. And everything's recorded. That's because if you're playing a computer game, you can see everything in the computer game. Right? And I think that's what we're in, simulation, and therefore there's cameras everywhere. I think the air is even cameras. Right? But you just don't know because you're in the simulation. And that's why I think people are paranoid that they're being watched all the time. Why they cover... It's not that anyone's watching you through the computer, but I think it's because you realise that you're in a simulation. And when you die, it's just another simulation. Like I say, to experience anything, you've got to have electricity, you've got to have energy, and that is got like this invisible quantum computer, you could say, which you are. It's all one thing, but remember, the oneness has to separate itself for the experience of separation. It's all a non-dual nothing. But everything just separates, for experience. As soon as you have awareness, you have a separation, an experience of it. But even though it's just one thing. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it, everything falls in divine order. Thank you much for watching. Thank you.